Hi people, and I'm back cooking again, and today I'm going to be doing another chicken meal, and these are all the ingredients I will be using apart from the gravy. I haven't made the gravy yet. Now it says I have to salt and pepper the pan. Forget the pan, I'm doing the chicken instead. So put some salt, rub it in, and some pepper, rub that in, turn it over, salt, and pepper, and then it goes into the frying pan. But I'm going to wash my hands because I can't stand anything on my hands. Now, oh, the pan was on, must have switched it off, but it should still be hot. Now I've got my meat, meat nippers, and I'm going to put that in the pan, and I'm going to do another one just to, I mean, I know you might say, well, take the skin off, but I think the skin is the best bit of the chicken. So the salt, put that in. I think I need to turn that down because it's going to do too fast. Pepper. And then, steady on mate, salt, and pepper, and there we are, 2 chicken portions in the frying pan. Yeah, it's frying pan, yeah. I don't know if you can hear me over the cooking of the chicken, but I have just nearly sliced my bloody finger off with these sharp knives. I hate sharp knives because that always happens. I've been lucky to get away with it for so long. So anyway, these are the onions that I've had to have a wash. I don't know if I cut myself on while I was holding them or not, but anyway, yeah, I've had a wash, I've just dried them off, so now I'm cutting them up. Oh God, these are very keen, very keen. Now it, oh, hold on, I've still got some skin on there. Don't want the skin on, do it? Can we get that off? No. Take that outer layer off. That's it. Right, these onions are falling apart. The woman in the shop today said they were fresh. So now it says to dice the onions. So I'm going to dice, you've all seen me dice onions before. I don't like buying fresh onions for that reason that I end up cutting myself. So I should go back to buying my frozen onions. Well, go back to buying my frozen onions. Right, the chicken has been cooking a while. I'm going to get my meat pinchers and turn it over. Now, as you can see, the skin is getting really done. Getting really done. Is that the right word I'm looking for? It's getting done anyway. And I can guarantee in the next couple of minutes, when I turn it over again, the skin will come off. But it doesn't matter because it'll be more than half cooked. Because when they're done, well, oh, you haven't seen, have you? Can you see? I can't bloody see. That's it. That is the onions chopped up. Well, most of them. I will cut the rest up when the chicken is done. As I promised you, the skin has come off. It's spitting like a pig at me, even though it's only on number 3. It's spitting like a pig at me, but the skin has come off, so now it has time to get done properly and the skin can go brown on its own. I've just turned the chicken over, and that's where the skin was, but the skin, well, you can see the skin is no longer, so now it's going to have a chance of cooking on its own until it's done. As you can see, it's already, I don't know if you can see on camera, it's already going golden and brown, but if you can see that, can you? Can you see that? Yes, I think so. So it shouldn't take much longer for it to do, so we're just going to leave it in the pan and let it cook. Right, as you can see, the chicken is, no you can't, you kick the fucking camera against me. As you can see, the chicken is doing, and I'm going to give it one more, no I'm not, I'm going to give it one more turn over. And as you can see, it's brown underneath. It's brown underneath-ish. Oh, that's a bit of skin there. Get off. Get off. Open the bin lid. It come off. It didn't come off, did it? Come here. Right, in the bin lid. There you go. I mean in the bin. That's it. So now we are. Oh, that's coming off. Oh no! Is that pink underneath? No. What's it where then? I'm going to say. Right, there we are. All doing nicely. Even that little bit extra's going to get done. Now it says when the chicken is done, put it, stop spitting, oh no, I've dropped the chicken. Put the chicken on a plate. Doesn't say anything about it dripping, but get off, come on, get off. Get off, get off. And I'm going to take this one out as well, because that one's done. Now, as you know, I diced my onions, only to realise that they had to be sliced, but it doesn't matter. It says to put them in the same pan. They are all over, I swear, they are all over. I'm going to leave it because it says on the medium heat. Now I think medium heat is 3 because 6 is full heat, so medium, well half is. Anyway, it says to put the onions in. It said in the same pan. Well, at least they're not spitting anymore. Thank goodness. And then what's it say? Put the sliced onions in the same pan, carrots and pepper. Right, so carrots, which I had time to freeze and Come on, which bag is that? That's the pepper. So the carrots, undo that. No, just rip it if you can't get it out. And in go the carrots. Can you see? I can't even see a bloody thing I'm cooking. Oh dear. Now, because they're on a medium heat, it will take ages to do. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my sliced peppers in. Yes, I know a lot of people use red peppers, but I like to give them all a chance. So I'm going to leave them to cook. Oh, the pan, you can tell now the pan's gone cold. So I'm going to give them more chance to cook and warm up again before I add the next, which is the next one, which is chopped toms, which is chopped tomatoes. Right, everything is now cooking. I will be adding the tomatoes shortly when everything is done. Now, if you don't believe me to chop tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. Can you see that? Good. Glad you can see that. Now, I know you're going to say, Kay, why are you buying Asda's Own Make? Because I'm not paying £1.75 for a tin of Cheerios or whatever you call them. Because that is just a bit too much there. So they're all doing nicely. I think they've all unfrozen now, but I'd like to see a bit of colour on the onions. Give that that's it, clean them. Right, so now we're going to add some salty and pepper. Salty and pepper. That's it, salty and pepper. Right, if you come up with them names for my saltier, then you've won. Not that you won a game, but then you've won, because I'm going to call it saltier and pepperier. But thank you for the other people who were as daft as me for making names up. Before you start shouting, she's calling me thick. I'm not calling you thick. I'm just saying you're having a laugh. So I just want to thank the ones who took part in trying to find a name for my saltier. That's really hot. As you can see, the onions have started going a nice brown. Oh my word, it's spitting at me. Now I know it said chopped tomatoes, and it didn't actually say a tin of them, but as we all know, I don't like fresh tomatoes, so you compromise by getting a tin and putting that in. Now that has gone cold, but I did actually turn it up to number 5, so it shouldn't be too long before it all starts bubbling. Then I can add the rest to get off my meat nippers. Thank you. And it was turn it round. That's it. And it said if the tomatoes are a bit too much, add half a teaspoon of sugar. I hope it really works. Now they all look nice and done. Now it does say to add some spud taters. So I've got them sat in water. So I'm going to drain the water and put them in. Then the next step is to coat them in all this yellow and I can't think of the called tomato. Oh, that's a bit bad. And cook them for 15 minutes. Well, I know for a fact that 15 minutes isn't enough for spud taters. I don't care whether they're in cubes or not. Well, they're supposed to be in cubes. But I know it says 15 minutes, but I'm going to give them between 20 and 25 minutes. Unless after 15 minutes they are soft. But it says cook them until they are soft. Well, I don't think 15 minutes is enough, but we can always see. Let them cook and let them cook, and that's it. I've just read on the instructions and it says add 200 millilitres of water. Surely that's got to be gravy, hasn't it? Well, I'm going to do as it says. I'm going to have it all in one go. Now I've got something that actually does have millilitres on. All I'm going to do is just keep, every time it keeps evaporating, I'm going to keep adding it, which will give the spud taters more time, because I think they're still hard, which will give the spud taters more time to cook. Oh, cook. Right, now they've had 20 minutes. So let's find a spud tater and stab it. Now that is taking, now that ain't even, oh it is. Now that there, as far as I'm concerned, they are not done. So I can't see how 15 minutes could have got the spud taters done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them another 15 minutes or 20 minutes. How long I'm going to give them? I forgot to check my watch at my phone. So I'm going to give them a few more, probably about 10 more minutes, so they can get done. Because as you saw, they didn't all fall off. Well, they didn't fall off, they wasn't soft enough. Right, 90% of the spud taters are cooked. Then it says to add the chicken on top, and then it says to coat it in tomato juice. And then it says let it cook for how long did it say? 15 minutes. Yep, 15 minutes. Let it cook for another 15 minutes. So that's the chicken in with all the ingredients all over. So it says 15 minutes. Let's give it 15 minutes. There we are. Everything's round it. Couple of spud potatoes round it. So that's it. Get off. Get off. It's flying all over the show. So yeah, let's give that 15 minutes to cook a bit more. Now it's had its 15 minutes extra, well 16 minutes extra, but we're not going to argue over a minute, are we? So I'm going to put one piece of chicken with all the things mixed in it and put it on a plate with some extra, turn it off now because I think it's all done, with some extra stuff on it. That's it on the plate. Get it off. And that, put that end on it, and that is the end product of a chicken meal. Move it on here so we can see. There we are. Now it comes to the taste test. The spud potatoes are nice and a bit crunchy but good. And carrots are the same. Get a bit of juice on this chicken. That is beautiful. It's not dry. It actually is quite moist. Mind you, the amount of water and tomatoes I put into it, it was bound to be a bit moist. So there's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you want to keep viewing me, please do. No, I messed that all up, Anna. There's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you want to keep viewing me, please do. If you want to give me a thumbs up, please do. That's wrong, I've got it wrong. And if you want to leave a comment or a recipe, please feel free, the more the merrier. And if you haven't subscribed, or you know someone who hasn't subscribed, or I don't know, just get everybody subscribing. Thank you, bye.